Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Thursday. Let's head on over to the calendar and see what news we might have in store today. So we have 8:30 news. As you know, that's my preferred news time because it means we can get straight into hunting after that 8:30 news drop. Core PPI, can anticipate some movement generally in that news event. Some traders like to try one shot, one kill their evals on PPI. It is possible. I don't have the sort of win rate percentage, so to speak, or the success rate, but there is an opportunity to do that if you so choose. Of course, you can always grab Apex evals for 80% off until the end of today. All right, so that deal ends today unless Apex decides to extend it. 80% off ends today, and 30 to 35% off your Tradeify accounts until the end of the month. All right, let's jump over the charts. Now, we had a really good win on NQ during the AM session yesterday. I'm not going to review that in this video. I'm going to do a separate video on that, which will come out, pretty much after this one or not long after. So keep an eye out for that one. All right, I'm just going to keep it separate today. So let's move into NQ here. And what did CPI do? CPI pushed us right up into this bearish FEG on the daily. So that was our drawn liquidity. That's where we were hoping for price to reach into, and we did exactly that. And then we reacted out of that with the close back inside the previous day's candle. I'm not liking the sort of state of play so far with today's candle. Very indecisive, pretty much back at opening price, large wicks on both sides. We are respecting this bearish FEG though. We've come back up into that and retested it and moved back lower. Based off of that, with a close back inside the range of the previous day, I'm going to be looking for internal to external. Not that I want to really see the market move lower, but it doesn't really matter to us at the end of the day. We can trade in both directions, so we just want to be as accurate as we can with our trade positions. So looking at NQ here on the daily, that's what I'm looking for today. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's have a look down on the hourly. Pretty choppy. Let's turn that off for now. Hit a bit of a range here. This is that daily FEG that we've come up into. We do have this low resistance liquidity through here. We've got this little failure swing at the lows here. That would be chasing Monday's low if we are to reach down to that point. So we might see a sweep of the Asia high before we start moving lower. That's the idea for today. But we are in this range at the moment. No clear order flow right now. Push out to the daily, move over to ES, and let's clear that up. Gonna have a similar idea. Price came into this bearish FEG. And had a strong reaction out of that. Now, it does seem to me like ES is a little bit heavier here at the moment. We're respecting the 50% level of the previous day range. And if we actually extend that up and push it just to the wick, we're respecting 25% of the previous day wick here as well. We're putting in low resistance liquidity. It's easy to see that right here. Out of internal, looking for external. Previous day low does look to be the low hanging fruit at the moment. That's this low here. So let's look for price to be bearish today. Jumping over to oil. We've swept previous day high. We did have a nice expansion candle there yesterday, respecting that 50% level. Not at a point of interest at the moment. Would like to see this high swept. We might end up being neutral on the day here as well with CL. But let's drop down to the hourly. So we're not out of, so we've swept a 4-hour high, 90-minute high, hourly. We've swept out all these highs here. And now we're putting in what looks to be a change in the state of delivery here. This is looking fairly decisive. Getting some nice expansion here. Swept out all these highs. This will be our projections. We've got low resistance liquidity right through here. Aligned with the -2 to -2.5. So looking at this change in the state of delivery, we respect this level. I'm going to anticipate price to target these lows here. And we've got all these value swings the whole way down here as well. I'm actually going to look to be bearish on oil today. Let's jump over to the Euro futures. So we didn't get the bias right yesterday. We've ended up closing inside the range. Again, we're not at a point of interest. This low here looks interesting to me because we have no wick to the downside. So I'm looking at this as a strong draw on liquidity. I can anticipate price to potentially reach down to the low here. If we have a look at the hourly, we did have a change in the state of delivery here. Disrespected and then respected once again. So we can see this level testing that price line. Targeting this low here. All right. Gold. Daily. Getting some nice expansion. No reason why we would look to be bearish at the moment. We continue to see this nice expansion. Beautiful little wick to the downside here. Nice displacement, moving higher, very decisive, this move here. No point of interest until we reach this high. So let's target that high. Let's stay bullish on gold. Get a close above this level here. Then we'll look to fill these opposing candles to continue to support price higher. Definitely bullish order flow at the moment. Moving over to Dixie. So what happened? We reached into our point of interest. We had a reaction out of that and pushed higher. We've also gapped at open, retraced, and then continued to move higher. Previous day high will be the low-hanging fruit. The area of interest will be this bearish FEG here. Lots of low resistance liquidity through here as well. Bullish for Dixie. Jumping over to the GBP. We're targeting this region here, looking at the correlation between GBP and Euro. There's a bit of a crack in correlation at the moment, but we did get a closure back inside the range of the previous day. So this giving us insight to order flow here on this candle. Looking for price to run back into this internal liquidity down here. Alrighty, Bitcoin. Okay, so we reached up into that gap. Now, where is the move? Not a very decisive candle, but we did close above the previous day. We're respecting the 50% level of the previous day as well here. I'd like to see price now try and push through this bearish FEG. But a nice reaction here to the lows. So we're going to stay bullish for Bitcoin. So yeah, let's wrap it up there. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. Be sure to join us in Trade Foundry. Grab those Apex evals while you still can at 80% off. And Tradeify, give them a shot. Great prop firm. Appreciate all your support, guys. It means a lot. Thanks so much. We will catch you in the Discord. Bye for now.